Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Let's Play LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. This is episode number 34 in the series. And as C-3PO was saying, he says, he's hoping, Jaba hopes that we all die excellently. So per our last episode, we battled the Rancor. Jaba was upset that we killed him, and, in return, he's going to kill all of us. Luke Skywalker gives a little wink to R2. Gives us our milk so we can drink up. But no, of course, he gives us our lightsaber. Leia still needs to be saved. But with the help of Chewie, we're all going to make a heroistic jump over here, and we have to deal with our first of two bosses over here on the side of the ship. We are going to be dealing with Boba Fett. So as a fun bit of trivia, for those who may not remember, number one, I'm not sure why you wouldn't pick anybody other than Luke Skywalker in this situation, honestly. But number two, a fun bit of trivia that many prequel fans will know, and I'm sure many Star Wars fans out there will know as well, but if you were paying attention in the earlier episodes, when we played through episode 2, the Clone Wars, or the Attack of the Clones, we beat Jango Fett, and Boba was actually in the ship shooting at us from Obi-Wan Kenobi. So it is interesting that now we are coming back as Luke Skywalker, and dealing with the other Fett, the youngling, here, as some would put it. And, yeah, I've just always found that cool. That's, like, a very cool parallel. Oh, Luke Skywalker's dead. No, but, I've always found that parallel between the prequels and the original trilogy to be a very fun one. Just because, like, it is... whatever, it's not, like, a major villain, but it's cool to see, like, the origins there. And we're pretty much just gonna blast him out of the sky with this thing. It's funny, I said, growing up I used to go to an arcade pretty frequently, and, there was a Star Wars game there, and one of them was, a Star Wars game, a really old Star Wars game. I think it came out, I don't even know when it came out, but it was like that you would sit in the seat, and there was like a handle in the middle that you would grab, and there was inverted controls and some buttons on it, but you'd be tilting the handle back and forth, using your lightsaber to dodge shots or strikes in later parts. But it was always very fun. It was always a cool game, and that sequence there with Boba Fett really reminded me of that, because there was one scene where Boba Fett would be over the sand, and you would have to block the shots back at him. So it's a little piece of my, I don't want to say my childhood, because I was definitely in my teens, maybe late teens when I was playing it, but kid screaming next door. It's going to replace the motorcycle noises, I swear. But no, it's definitely, it's something that I remember growing up, and it's cool when a game triggers that, right? Like that response of like, oh, I remember doing something very similar as a kid. You know, I just feel like, on some level, it connects with you more and helps you connect with the game overall when you have, like, that sort of relationship with it.
Hey, R2. Thanks for your help.
Thank you, R2.
You better know what you're doing.
R2's a swell guy. I do like that the guards in this level, I'm not sure if it's this way, I'll have to go back and rewatch Return of the Jedi, but the guards are very similar in this game to, like, the pirates in the Clone Wars, and I'd like to see if, like, that's really true, because if that is, that's pretty cool. That's like a really cool parallel between the two, right? And sort of gives, I guess, something that, like, Star Wars, outside of the sequels, has notoriously done well is, like, this big world-building effort. So, like, they really went that far in the Clone Wars to like look at some of the species that lived on Tatooine and integrate them there, like that would be super duper cool. And honestly, given Filoni writing a lot of that, or at least doing a lot of the work, and I think Lucas was still part of it when it was originally coming out, I wouldn't be surprised. But here for the second section here, we're going to be defeating Jabba the Hutt with Leia and R2. Once again, another fun section. You know, something that I don't think really happened in the movie. I'm pretty sure just Leia just sort of strangles him, and it is what it is, but let's have a soda pop here. But no, it's really cool. It adds a level of playability to like this section of the game, where otherwise maybe you would have pressed the X button repeatedly or something like that. It wouldn't have been too fun, but this is a good way to spruce it up and actually give some like incentive for the player to play through it and make it enjoyable. So it's always cool when a game does that. Always really like that. I know I apologized in my previous video, but if my voice sounds a little bit off, I am actually I'm just having seasonal allergies. I get them every year around this time of year, so if you hear that, or if you hear a little bit of a fan noise in the background, I am trying to keep it cooler here in the house with the dog. Just trying to make things a little bit more manageable for both of us, so you know, there may be some background noise in the next couple of videos. I'm trying to keep it as contained as possible, but life is life sometimes. I'm sure a lot of you understand, but I always like to be transparent when something like that is happening in the videos. But I think we're just going to strike him once more, and then we have to chase around the little guy once more, and then that's likely it for the episode. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you did like this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's greatly motivational for myself and continue to make videos just like this now and in the near future. We'll be playing this series here, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, on Mondays and Wednesdays. We'll be playing Pokemon Black version on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Excuse me. Mario vs. Donkey Kong on Sundays. I'm getting my list, depending on when these all end, I'm kind of getting the impression of summertime. I really wanted to move into Halo 2, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, and then another Pokemon game, because I can emulate the Pokemon game. I prefer to stay on one platform, so Kingdom Hearts and Halo are both on Xbox. But I am getting the impression I really wanted to do this summer a Let's Play of Mario Sunshine. So I may move into Mario Sunshine, and I think I may end up getting the copy of Lego Jurassic Park and seeing how that goes. That's a favorite of myself, so I may do that and then move into the Xbox stuff, just so that way, like I said, the more I can keep it on one system, the easier it usually is for me, but we'll see as time comes. But I do promise by the end of the year we will get to Kingdom Hearts and we will get to Halo. You know, there's a large emphasis on that, and I think this large emphasis on staying on some Xbox related content for a little bit as well. It's tough with the capture card, switching it over from systems. It's all very sensitive stuff that takes a while to set up, and I have to spend a considerable amount of time doing that to get it in a way that's easily viewable for you guys. So with that being said, as always, hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you on the next one. Until then, as always, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, Girl Scout.